Hi everyone, it's Joel and welcome to episode 2 of Stretch Class. We're going to work on our mobility for the first part and then our flexibility for the second part. Okay, so the first exercise, start with your feet hip width apart, arch your back, arms above your head, and then bring your chin onto your chest, bring your arms down. So arch back, arms overhead, chin onto chest, hands through and down. Get a nice stretch through the abs and the back at the top and then through the neck at the bottom. Also trying to warm up our shoulders, get them moving. Breathe in at the top and then out at the bottom. We'll do 2 more of these. Okay, next we're going to warm up our legs and the shoulders, so we're going to swing our arms through as we squat down and then overhead. So sit back as you squat down, bring your arms up. We'll do 6 more. And then stop there. Next we're going to do shoulder circles to warm up the shoulders and the rotator cuff. So hands level with the shoulders, just rotate them forwards to start with. And then go the opposite way, so circle them backwards. Just small circles, level with the shoulders. Three more backwards, and then stop there. Next one we're going to do is snow angel, so palms facing towards you at the bottom, arms overhead, palms facing away at the top. So this is just a good one to open up the shoulders and the rotator cuff. We'll do 10 snow angels before we move on. And again, you can breathe in at the top, fill your lungs, then empty at the bottom. 3 left. Last one. Okay, next we're going to do external shoulder rotation. So palm, elbow level with the shoulder, palm up, palm down. We're going to do 6 on one side and then we'll swap and do the other side. So you should feel it through the back of the shoulder and around your scapula, your shoulder blade. Okay, and then swap arms. So elbow level with the shoulder, palm down, palm up, just rotating the shoulder. Okay, next we're going to loosen off our neck and our shoulders. So we're going to do a shoulder roll and then an arm circle. Shoulder roll, arm circle. So we're rotating backwards, circling backwards, shoulder roll, arm circle, alternate between the two. So this is just going to lubricate our shoulders, open up our chest and shoulders. We'll do 2 more backwards. And now we're going to go forward. So shoulder roll forwards, arm circle forwards. Shoulder roll forwards, arm circle forwards. Okay, let's do 2 more of those before we move on. Okay, now we're going to get into the hamstrings. So there's 2 options here. First one's more tricky, second one will be easier. So try and do this if you can. Feet hip width apart, slightly wider if your hamstrings are tighter. Walk out on your hands, walk your hands back up towards the feet, dig the heels, and then stand tall. So walk out on the hands, legs nice and straight, dig the heels, walk all the way back up. If you're doing the hamstring walkouts, which is that one, do 6 reps. If you struggle with that one, do hamstring scoops instead. So back leg bent, front leg straight, and then scoop the floor in front of you, so hand towards the ground. You should feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings as you come down. So 10 reps if you're doing the scoops, 6 reps if you're doing the walkouts. I'll just do one more walkout and then come back up. Next, we're going to open up our hips, so 2 options again. First one's the harder one. So long arm plank position, hands under the shoulders, on the toes, foot on the outside of the hand. Lift up your arms, open up your spine, bring your hand in through the body and onto the outside of the foot. Come back to the middle, foot on the outside of the hand, arm up, bring it in and onto the outside of the foot. So I'll just go through that one more time. In, out, and then in and out. Long arm plank position, foot on the outside of the hand, raise up your arms, open up the spine, hand in and then onto the outside of the foot. So do 8 of those, 4 on each side. If not, just do standing hip openers. Bring your knee up, take it to the side and down. If you're doing the hip openers standing up, just do 10 reps. So open up your hips and your adductors. Okay, so next we're going to go into side lunges. So feet wide and turn down. Hips facing forwards, and we're just going to side lunge each way. So one leg straight whilst the other one is bent. Keep your feet nice and flat as you go each way. So we're warming up our inner thigh, using our quads, hamstrings and glutes. Keep your feet flat the whole time. Avoid the temptation to raise off the foot. Okay, we'll do one more each side and then stop. So hold the position at the bottom. Your hands are now going to come and touch the floor. You walk your hands across and side lunge across as well. So now we're just getting a stretch through the back as we continue to open up the hips and get a stretch through the inner thigh. So side to side. Take your feet in closer if you're less flexible. And we'll do 2 more each side. And then come back up. Okay, so next we're going to swing our arm across our chest. As we do that, we're going to flick our heel towards the bottom. So we're warming up our hamstrings and we're trying to open up our chest, keep our shoulders warm. Do 10 reps of these, alternating side to side with the flick. Okay, next, stand with your feet about hip width apart and then take your hand down the side of your body. So we're doing side bends just to warm up our obliques and our lower back as we go down each way. We're going to do 20 of these. Just count to 20. Each side is 1 rep. So 10 each side, 20 total reps. Okay, and then we're going to go on to the neck and the traps. So feet width apart, and then you're just going to circle your head round in a circle. Take it round nice and gently, don't jerk your neck. You can do 6 rotations one way, 6 rotations the other way. And then go the opposite way. Nice and easy, just take it round. Going to do one more. And then stop there. Okay, so that's the mobility element of the class, so it should be nice and warm now. Actually, hold on a sec. We've got two more exercises first before we get into the static stretching. So first one, wrist rotation. So interlock your fingers and then rotate round. Do 6 rotations one way, 6 rotations the other way. So go the opposite way now. Just to loosen off your wrists and your forearms. Then we're going to go on to ankle rotation. So stand on one leg, foot in the air, rotate it round in a circle. 5 circles one way, and then 5 the other way, opposite direction. Point the toe up, point the toe down, side, side, corners, and then shake it off. Do the other leg, so round in a circle, 5 circles one way before we change directions, and then go the opposite way. Point up, point down, side, side, corners, and then shake it off. Okay, so now we're going to get into our static stretching. So first one, feet hip width apart, slightly wider if you've got particularly tight hamstrings or lower back. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, go down to touch the floor or as low as you can, keeping those legs nice and straight. You're going to hold this for 20 seconds. So this is stretching our hamstrings, top of the calves and our lower back. Once we hit 20 seconds, we're going to hold it down here, and all we're going to do is we're going to turn our feet outwards. So legs straight, hands down. We're just altering the stretch through the hamstrings, and we're going to hold for a further 20 seconds. You should feel the muscle change, the stretch. And then hold it down here. Now point your toes in towards each other, legs straight, hands down. Hold for another 20 seconds. You should feel it change again. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then straighten your feet, just come up carefully. You're going to cross your elbows, so hands on opposite elbow, and then deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're lowering your elbows down towards the ground now, as low as they'll go. Hold for another 20 seconds to maximise the stretch through the hamstrings and the lower back. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Okay, so the rest of the stretching is on the mat. So we're going to lie on our back to start with, and we're going to pull one knee towards our chest. So back flat, head and shoulders flat on the mat. We're going to do 2 times 20 seconds to stretch our glutes and our back. Now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pull the knee closer towards you and hold for a further 20 seconds to increase the stretch. Try and breathe freely as you hold the stretch. Let the pain go with each breath. And then swap sides. So pull your other knee towards your chest. Make sure your back is flat and your head and shoulders are on the mat. Holding for 20 times 2 with an inhale and exhale in between. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, increase the stretch. And hold for another 20 seconds. Try and be as relaxed as you can. And relax. Next stretch is figure 4 stretch. So put your foot across your thigh just above your knee. Pull around the thigh and pull it towards your chest. Head and shoulders flat on the mat. We're going to do 2 times 15 seconds with this one. So this is stretching our glutes and our piriformis deep in the bum of the muscle of the leg that's pulled across our body, and also stretches our back. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then hold for another 15. And then swap sides. So foot across your thigh just above the knee, hook around your leg, pull it towards you, make sure your back is flat and head and shoulders are on the mat. Should feel a nice deep stretch in the bottom, in the leg that's bent across your body. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, increase the stretch. Hold for a further 15. And relax. Next stretch, push your feet in towards each other, press your knees down, lie on your back, hands to the side, stretching our hips, inner thighs and our back. Just sink into the floor and enjoy this one for 30 seconds. And carefully come out of that one. And now we're going to roll onto our front to stretch our quads. So you're going to put one foot towards your bottom. You can also lie on your side if you prefer to. Going to hold for 20 seconds each leg. Three, 2, 1, and swap sides. Hold for 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Next, we're going to stretch your abdominals. So lie on your front, hands outside your shoulders, and then come up till you feel a stretch in the abs. Holding for 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and stop. Next, on your knees, bring your bum onto your heels, have your hands out in front, modified child's pose position to stretch your back and your lats. And we're holding for 30 seconds, so just enjoy this one. and then stop there. Now we're going to go into pigeon stretch. So start on all fours, put your foot across your body in line with your back leg, come onto your forearms and push your back leg behind you. Don't worry if you can't get such a good angle as I can. Most people commonly have an angle like that. It just takes time to develop the flexibility there at the knee and in the hip and the glutes. So lower yourself down, holding for 30 seconds before we swap sides. Three, 2, 1, and come up. Start on all fours again. Put your foot across your body in line with your back leg. Come onto your forearms and push your other leg straight back behind you. Lower the chest down. Should feel a nice deep stretch in the bum of the leg that's pulled across you. We'll also stretch your inner thigh as well. Holding for 30 seconds again. Three, 2, 1, come up. Of that one. Now sit up, nice and tall. Legs out straight in front of you. Sit tall. Hands behind you, and then just walk your hands back till you feel a stretch in your shoulders. You also get a stretch for your chest and in your biceps if you keep the arms straight and they're particularly tight. And hold for 20 seconds, and then we'll try and walk the hands further back to increase the stretch. Okay, and then try and walk your hands a little bit further back and then hold for another 20 seconds. And then slide your hands back in, and then we're just going to stand up for the rest of the stretching. So standing tall, we're just going to interlock our hands behind us. So just turn. If you can't interlock your fingers, just hold what position you can, and this will stretch your shoulders and your triceps, the back of the arms. I'm going to hold 15 seconds each side. And then swap sides, so interlock the other way, or hold what position you can. And the whole point is to develop the flexibility over time. We don't expect it to be perfect straight away. And then relax there. Take your feet outside shoulder width, take your hand over the top and hand down your leg. Stretch your lats and your obliques along the side of your body. And hold for 15 seconds each side. And then come over to the other side, just ease into it and hold. And then come back up. Put your hands behind your head, look up and get a stretch for your chest. So break your elbows apart, looking up. Take some nice deep inhales and exhales and hold for 20 seconds. It just helps to free up your rib cage as well. And stop there. Next we're going to stretch our traps along the side of our neck. So take your ear down towards your shoulder, try and keep your shoulders as level as possible. And hold for 20 seconds each side. And then take your head down the other way to stretch the opposite side. So you should feel a nice strong stretch down the opposite side of your neck. 3, 2, 1 and stop. Last stretch for your calves. Front leg bent, back leg straight. Dig the heel of that back leg, keep it nice and long to feel the stretch in that calf of the back leg. Hold for 20 seconds each side. You can lean on the wall or furniture if you need to help with your balance. And swap sides. So really dig that back heel, keep that back leg nice and long. And then step back up. Okay, that's it for today. Well done everyone, and I hope you enjoyed today's session. See you again next week. Bye.